RequestRadio.com.
Our mission is to cover your total requests. When you look to contract a DJ service, make sure they have all the moving parts that is required to do the job. Make sure they're able to meet or talk with you as many times as necessary to make you feel comfortable. Make sure they have backup equipment. Make sure that they have insurance that will cover your venue's requirements. Make sure that they can do a walkthrough of your venue to supply adequate equipment. Can your DJ supply ceremony microphones for the officiant, the bride, and the groom? Do they have battery-operated equipment to be out in the field where there is no power? Make sure that they can handle preceding ceremony music, processional and recessional. Announce the grand entrance and entire bridal party. Do you need an experience and not just some guy that's going to play a playlist? Make sure that you hire someone that can get the job done and take care of your every total request. We are Total Request Entertainment. For booking and contact information, call Eleazar Maldonado at 414-366-7102. 414-366-7102. Or visit the website at TotalRequestENT.com. What up, everybody? It's your boy Eleazar checking in with you guys right here at HittingHardRadio.com. Make sure you guys check out Fire in the Streets every single day with OG from 4 to 6, driving you home. And like OG would say, find yourself some pussy with some power.
Yo, for the most newest music, the best music from the old school music to today, catering to the independents, HittingHardRadio.com. Radio you can watch, the pulse of the city.
What you doing still in bed, man? Yo, you need to punch in for that Morning Shift MKE with Sayer right here on HittingHardRadio.com exclusively from 10 to 2 p.m. Check it out, man. Listen out.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yamin Talib Muhammad. I'm the assistant director at the Ibrahim House, which is a halfway house for men. What we like for men to do is to invest in themselves prior to them getting out of prison.
Currently, a few of the programs that we offer help with job employment. We also help with employment with educational services. We'll be also incorporating some GED and ESL learning classes.
The Dawah Center has been a great part of my life. I've been around the Dawah Center now for almost 3 years. It has been a tremendous help in my life. Okay, a lot of the brothers that I have sat down with, I have learned a lot about leadership, getting a job, success, credit, and things like that, financial situations.
So a lot of our Ibrahim House program brothers, they've gone on to do a lot of great things in their life today, such as owning their own business. Some of them are truck drivers. They have their own families now.
I'm invested because the Dawah Center and all those who come here have invested in me. So our goal is to get each other straight so we can help and get other people straight.
One of the key things that an individual needs upon their release is housing, transportation, and employment. The Ibrahim House helps these brothers find those things and allow them to successfully re-enter back into society. Assalamu alaikum.
And all of this is possible with the donations that the Dawah Center receives. So please continue to help, donate, figure out what you can do to further our cause here at the Musalla. I appreciate you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I am Sister Rebecca.
Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the Milwaukee Islamic Dawah Center.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yamin Talib Muhammad.
My name is Doris White. I've been with the Dawah Center for about 15 years. Okay. Yogurt.
Since 2017, our food pantry program continues to reach to thousands of families and individuals. In 2021, we distributed over 1 million pounds of food and impacted over 100,000 individuals.
We've been serving our community for years with our pantry.
We have a pantry here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. About
9:30, 10 o'clock.
We were awarded a $30,000 grant to purchase a 27-foot truck, as you see here, 27-footer, as well as a 17-footer over here that we use to provide food services throughout the city of Milwaukee, Milwaukee County. With the help of Allah and a great team of volunteers, our pantry continues to combat food insecurity in our community.
Everybody like it. They love it. And not only like it, they love it. A lot of the same people, a lot of new people. And we see a lot of new people when we are on Hampton. That's when we see a lot of new people, but mostly the same people here. Every third Wednesday of the month, they give a big giveaway. We even give twice as what you see today.
The donations that you have given and continue to give us fuel the work that we do. And we can't say thank you enough. It's unlikely.
May Allah reward you and your families for your continued support in this life at the next. Assalamu alaikum.
The Morning Shift MKE Uncut. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on HittingHardRadio.com. Real topics, real news, news you can use. You dig? You can also catch us at the Post of the City page on Meta or Facebook or HittingHardRadio.com.
Pitch Control.
The Morning Shift MKE Uncut on HittingHardRadio.com.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning, Grand Risings. You know the drill, man. All the things you say to the folks you rock with, love, and speak to in the AM, y'all. So it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Juma Mubarak to my Muslim brothers and sisters. We'll definitely be getting to that in the 1 o'clock hour for sure. So y'all stay tuned. I don't have a guest in studio with me, but we are going to be doing a couple phone calls because there's some few events going on today and tomorrow, well, between today and tomorrow, two in particular that I know about and have associations with. And also, if it's something else going on that I know or don't know about, man, you know what? We're going to open the phone lines up throughout the day. You're more than welcome to type the event or put your flyers in the comments if you're following along on Facebook, the Post of the City, or if you on Twitch. Our handle on Twitch is We Are the Post of the City. So, yeah, man, use any of that, man, to clock in, communicate, you know what I mean? You can hit me, everybody know my number. The station line been worked on, but I'm not sure where they put it at, right? I'm going to find it, though, but I got my phone connected to the board, and we're going to make a couple calls today because Miss Farina and them, the Dream Team MKE, have an event on the south side, so, you know, we got to let y'all know about that. Then we're going to also get on the lines with Miss Jazz from over there at the Locked In MKE, or We Locked In MKE. Talk about that. That's this weekend as well. There's been some new developments with it, man. I done noticed and some flyers and all that, so I'm not going to try to give it to y'all. It's best for us to let her give it to y'all as soon as she available, man. Well, let me check the dumb smartphone right fast for the weather. See what we talking about Friday, September 30th. 58 degrees, the sun shining. Yeah, man. Look like we're going to be in the 60s pretty much for the remainder of the day. 60, yeah, 61, 62. Yeah, so it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be cool. It has been getting chilly at night, though. I went on through my big old coat in the car with me. I hate wearing coats, but I will have it near because sometimes, you know, it do get hectic, right? But anyway, We got to get this phone line kicked in. Let's give Miss Farina a call. Talk about what Dream Team MKE got going on. See, can we get her hooked up right here? 1 second, y'all. Here we go. We got action, y'all. We got action. We ain't getting the answer. We might have to call her back.
You have reached.
Let's see. We ain't get her, y'all. We're gonna have to call her back. Let's try again. Let's try again. Or is she calling us? See where we at with it. There we go.
I need to call you right back. Right back. I'm going to call you right back.
All right. We call her taking care of business, y'all. She gonna call us back. We call her taking care of business. Let's see. Can we get to our next caller? Find out when she gonna call. Okay, she not ready yet. She ain't ready yet, y'all. But that's okay. So we gonna work it all out, man. Anyway, but we got some other things going on, man. I'm doing some things, some changes going on here at the station, some program changes and all that. So y'all be looking for that. It's a new show coming, man. OG about to turn y'all out and grow y'all up real quick. That's what's up, man. And I am looking for some sales reps to come join me. And selling advertisement for the station and for the Morning Shift MKE. So if you're interested in that, be sure to reach out to me. I'll get something official up on the pages. Probably later on today, make a flyer or something. Post a job opening or something like that. It's going to be a commission-based position. You know what I mean? Just going to be basically selling advertisement. I mean, it'll be room for other things. I'm more than sure as the station continues to grow and the other businesses begin to blossom. So get in now while you can, man. Build this relationship and grow with us. You know what I mean? And grow with us. What else going on, man? Phone lines is open too, y'all. You're more than welcome to call me 414. We're going to use my number because I don't know where the other phone at. So just hit my line, 414-939-4942. Hit me up, man. Let me know what's going on. What you getting into this weekend. If you got the grill going on, what time I need to come pick up my plate. Simple stuff. Nothing too serious, man. Just how you Friday going? Let me know how you doing. I'm sitting here scrolling on Facebook because I was looking for this flyer so that I could get it up there for y'all for the grocery giveaway today that Dream Team MKE gonna be doing over here on the south side. And I believe it's gonna be, that's what we're waiting for the call back from Miss Farina about. And I believe that it's going to be on 18th, between 18th and 19th. It's a little bit off of Greenfield. It's next to that gas station. It's a city parking lot there. And I believe that will be the location. But once I get this flyer up, find it and get it up, I'll be able to read. Or matter of fact, I can look at it right here or read what it say, but I still gotta get it uploaded. so that y'all able to see it as well for the folks that's following along on hiddenhardradio.com or on Twitch, checking us out. You know, we radio you can watch, so you able to see us, man. You know what I mean? You can't see me right now. I got the flyers running because I was doing something. And I ain't want y'all just looking at the top of my head because I had my head down, right? But yeah, here you go. Dream Team MKE. Dream Team United. Dream Team United MKE. Along with Southside Organization Center, in collaboration with other organizations and nonprofits and individuals, is bringing the community pop-up event, free grocery giveaway, Friday, September 30th. That's today, y'all, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., right? And the location is Comstock Avenue, the 1400 block, 1412. It's a city parking lot off of 18th and Greenfield. Yeah, so they're going to be giving away groceries. We're going to have some resources out there available for you and all that. So if you in the area on the south side, man, come on through. If you need the things, come on through. If you don't need some things, if you got some things you would like to donate, man, some things you would like to turn on to the folks, man, pull up, talk to the Miss Farina or one of the other agencies out there and see if they could take the things you offering or if somehow you can assist them in what they trying to do. I know she been doing these events for a minute now. They do them like once a month, moving around the city doing them. They dope. I'm going to pull up out there, the show over at 2. I'm going to stop over there for a minute. I got to be real brief because I got to get over to C Notes for the comedy show before 5. So, yeah, I'm going to stop over there at the location, 18th and Greenfield, basically city parking lot off of 18th and Greenfield. You won't be able to miss it once you hit there. And that's today, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., a free grocery giveaway, community pop-up event brought to you by Dream Team MKE and Southside Organization Centers in collaboration with other organizations, nonprofits, and individuals. So, yeah, man, shout out to them, man, for keeping that momentum going with those pop-ups and resources and all that, man. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope, man. They be making it happen. I've been to a couple of them when I can, when I'm free. And it be cool, man. They get a lot of stuff giveaway, man. They be out there for a minute kicking it. Especially when they do the Rock the Block. That went down, too. I missed it. We got to ask Farina about that, too. See how everything was and what's in store for next year. Because it seemed like she grow that thing every year. Let me see. Miss Jazz, that we need to get her to talk about the lock-ins too, y'all. The lock-ins, where's that flyer? I got all these flyers in different locations, so I'll be having to go from one location to another, right, to pull them up. But yeah, we locked in MKE, man, this Saturday, October 1st. It's going to be at the Milwaukee Academy of Science, 2200 West Kilbourne. Drop-off time is going to be 8 p.m. Pickup time, 7 a.m. The ages is 13 to 17. Security enforced. It's going to be live performances, cash prizes, free programming and resources, man, and mentors in the building. And they're just going to build relationships, man, and get to know the folks. So you still got time if you haven't already. Go to their page. We locked in MKE. Man, check the links. Get registered. Get your kid registered. Man, if you eligible to volunteer, do that. And come on out, man, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Milwaukee Science. Mark Academy of Science down there on 22nd and Kilbourne. They're going to have a live performance in there too. I believe it's Lil RC and somebody else. I'm not sure the other guy's name, but that's dope. Wonder if they're going to shoot a video. I don't know one of them, if it might be him that shot the video at one of the lock-ins. We was there, the kids was all in the video. That was dope, man. It was real dope. And they also looking for a little assistance as well, y'all. If you a church, a business, a restaurant, man, a parent, you want to be a donor, sponsor, or cook, man, they need, a few items to make the night go well. Like they need some water, cases of water, canned drinks, pizzas, dishes, side dishes. If you want to prepare something, make sure it's in the range of feeding 50 to, a minimum of 50 to a maximum of 100 people. They need, of course, supplies like plates and utensils and napkins, you know what I mean, pans and things of that nature. So if you're able to, when you drop your kids off, man, drop something on. You know how you should take your kids to the babysitter, right? And they had a little bag, they had a little cereal in it, they little snacks and all the stuff that your shorty gonna need till you come pick them up. Man, you can drop them off like that too, man. Just send them in there with like a pack of paper plates, a pack of cups, a case of waters, you know what I mean? Like one big old potluck or something, you know what I mean? Just help out and add to it. Still ain't got that call back yet neither. I need something to drink. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put a video on and go get me something to drink, man. All this talking. I ain't got my coffee. Y'all know I don't like to talk. How your mouth getting all dry, you doing all that talking, man. I don't really be with all that. Let's see here. What we got for another video. Let me hit y'all with something real quick since it is Friday. Let me hit y'all with this while I get ready right quick. Check my man out. It's to the brothers in the streets, man. Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan. Mubarak. No, it ain't wrong. I'm sorry. Juma Mubarak. Astaghfirullah.
To you brothers from the street, I love you. I'm also from the street. And I don't mind if every now and then somebody can see the street in me. They say, that brother Khalid, sometimes he be like talking like he from the street. Sometimes he be kind of like Jahid. Well, I apologize for that. Because you can take the man out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the man. So if you look real close, you're going to hear a little bit of, you're going to see a little bit of Brooklyn. And, if things heat up, you might feel some of the Brooklyn. And I thank Allah. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I never want to become soft. I never want the kafir to think that they can walk over my face. And I prefer for my sons, if they don't have much knowledge, I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they will never allow the kafirs to walk over their faces. And so you young brothers who love Allah, who love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but you have some defect in your hearts, you have some defect in your deen, clean up your act. You have time, inshallah. Come to the masjid. If you can't pray 5 times a day, crawl into the masjid and pray once a day. Sneak in the mosque. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what the brothers are thinking about what you do. Allah knows what they do that nobody knows about. Don't worry about what you're doing that's wrong in the street. The mosque belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and belongs to you too. The mosque is the place to come wash up. Clean your act up. Clean up that money. Clean up that dirty money. Clean up your association. Don't fear your homeboys like you ought to fear Allah. Because your homeboys is waiting for one of you to come to the mosque, to do the right thing, to say the right thing, and to come back to them and say, listen, brothers, we still cool, everything is all right, but man, look, man, we got to come back to Allah. We got to come back to Allah. We got to give the respect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pay the rent. Pay the rent. Paying the rent means make the salah. Pay the rent on the house. The house is me. Pay the rent. How you pay the rent? Make the salah. Make salah even if you're doing something wrong. Don't let anybody tell you that because you're doing something wrong, don't make no salah, because it don't make no difference. Whoever tell you that is a fool. It's like the man who came to a scholar and said, listen, I killed 99 men, 999 people. What you think? You think Allah will forgive me? The scholar told him, no. No, you ain't gonna be. So he said, all right, fine, I might as well kill you too. What's the hikmah in that? What's the hikmah? The hikmah is that the scholar should have told him, Inna Allah ghafur rahim. The worst Muslim, the worst, is better than a pious mushrik. The worst Muslim is better than a pious kafir. No matter what Allah gives the kafirs. The whole dunya means nothing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about what he gave them. The Prophet ﷺ said, if this whole dunya had the value of the wing of a mosquito, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wouldn't give the kafirs a drink of water. But because the dunya don't mean nothing to Allah, he give them and he give us. And he doesn't care. But Allah loves the Muslim who calls upon him from time to time. Allah loves the one that does the wrong and then says, oh Allah, please forgive me. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayk. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-dhalimin. This is what you need to say. Because you and me, we can become better than Al-Hajj Malik Shabazz. He was just a small Muslim. He was just a small flash in the pan. He wasn't a Salahuddin al-Ayyubi. He wasn't a Hamza radiallahu an. He wasn't a Tariq ibn Ziyad. He wasn't a Khalid ibn Walid radiallahu an. No, he was just a man who found himself by the grace of Allah and made tawbah and made a commitment, and his life ended in 3 months. You brothers from the street, you soldiers on the edge, that's what I call you. And we need some soldiers on the edge. Because sometimes the brothers that's in the inside just get too pious. You get too soft. Sometimes there's business that need to be taken care of that only the soldiers on the edge can take care of. Look to the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ and you will understand that even in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there were soldiers on the edge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them to the Prophet ﷺ. He had no responsibility over them, but they took care of some business on the edge. Look to the seerah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Prophet ﷺ, when they come to you and give sadaqah, take the sadaqah and purify it for them. Purify it and make dua for them. But you don't have to take no responsibility of what they do, because they're on the edge. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lots of brothers in here on the edge. Make your way from the edge into the middle, because that's where the safety is. Don't stay out on the edge, because the edge is dangerous. You can fall off at any time. Any time. If you die on the edge, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going, brothers, if you die on the edge. Because you don't know, you ain't making no salah. You ain't paying no zakat. You eating haram. You drinking haram. You doing haram. You speaking haram. You carrying the weight of the haram on you day and night. So the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can come. Allah can, He says in the Quran, Hamim, Tanzilul Kitab min Allah al-Aziz al-Alim. غافر الذنب وقابل التوب شديد العقاب ذي الطول لا إله إلا هو إليه المصير. So brothers, make your way from the edge towards the center. Know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all forgiving, most merciful. You have to make tawbah. And after you make tawbah, be the best that you can be. You ain't got to be what nobody say you need to be. Don't think you need to come in from the edge and right away you need to grow your beard. Right away you need to put on an abaya, you need to put on a kufi. Right away you got to learn the aqidah, you got to memorize authentic ahadith, you got to learn the seerah, you got to get on the haqq. You don't have to do all of that right away, because some of the brothers who have done that, they still on the edge too. They in the center in the words, they in the center on the outside, but maybe inside some things they doing, they still on the edge. And there are some brothers who they didn't grow the beard yet, they didn't put on the abaya yet, they didn't learn the aqidah or the ahadith or the seerah yet, but their heart is mukhlis. And if their heart is mukhlis, Allah will accept from them, inshallah, from the heart that's mukhlis. So we don't make the judgment. We say, establish the prayers. Clean your money. Clean your company. Clean your heart. Spend an hour a week with a student of knowledge. Come in the circles where the brothers is giving up the knowledge. Even if you go to sleep, you're going to still get some blessings. Eat with the brothers. Walk with the brothers. Come to the masjid. Come to the UMA. Ask the brothers, brothers, look, I just need to sleep one night here. I just need to get out the street and get my head together. Because if you spend an hour a week with the people who have clean hearts, the people who have clean lives, the people who are giving them ilm, knowledge, the people who have a love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the people who have made tawbah and after that did not return back to the crimes, if you spend an hour with them, it'll be just like 100 hours that you spent with your boys in the street. And you might have a chance to get up off the edge. But if you don't spend that hour, don't think, brother, somehow or another, some kind of fairy tale, Disneyland, inshallah kind of thing is just going to happen somewhere along the line. You're going to find yourself on a cold slab next door. And it'll all be over. You know what I'm talking about, the cold slab next door? And then it's all over, brothers. Your money, your girlfriends, all the bling bling you had around your neck. You know, all them jazzy cars, ZX, or whatever you riding around in. One of your boys gonna be riding around in it. One of your boys gonna be wearing the bling bling. And one of your boys is gonna have your little girlie in the seat next to him. One of your boys gonna move into your apartment. One of your boys gonna be wearing your clothes. One of your boys is gonna take over that area that you were slinging. And one of your boys will be on the edge where you was, but now you inside the grave. Brothers, pull yourselves together.
How to attend a Muslim Friday prayer service, or Jum'ah. For Muslims, Friday is the day when believers gather to hear a sermon and participate in a ritual prayer. Attendance is mandatory for healthy adult Muslim males, encouraged for Muslim women, and usually open to interested non-Muslims. You will need a free hour around noon on Friday, the time and location of a prayer service, cleanliness, and modest dress. Optional, cash for a charitable donation. Step 1. Find a service. Find a Friday prayer service. Mosques aren't the only places where services are held. University students often arrange Friday prayers in a hall or auditorium. And mosques sometimes hold prayers in satellite locations, such as office buildings or even churches. Services are usually held around lunchtime. Children are welcome at the prayer service, but if they become disruptive, you may have to escort them out. Step 2. Dress modestly. If possible, bathe on Friday morning and then put on clean, modest clothes. With men, that means long pants. Women should wear loose clothing that cover their arms and legs, and they should bring along a headscarf. Step 3. Purify your intention. Take a moment to purify your intention, affirming that you're planned to attend Friday prayers for God's sake alone. Step 4. Remove your shoes. Upon entering the mosque of prayer area, remove your shoes and proceed with the right foot first. If the mosque is segregated, enter the area reserved for your gender. Step 5. Take a seat. Sit next to other congregants on the floor, choosing the first available space closest to the front of the room. Back rows should be left open for latecomers. Offer 2 cycles of voluntary prayer, known as Tahiyyatul Masjid Salah, which means the prayer to greet the mosque. If you are not Muslim, sit quietly and offer your own prayers. Step 6. Hear the call to prayer. Listen as a fellow congregant gives the adhan, or call to prayer. This means the Friday prayer service has begun. Refrain from talking at this point. Step 7. Listen to the sermon. Sit quietly and listen while the imam and prayer leader offers a sermon, or a khutbah. The first half of the khutbah is the longest, followed by a brief period where the imam will sit down and offer silent prayers. Then he will stand again to deliver the shorter final section of the sermon. Step 8. Stand and pray. After the sermon, a man will stand to give the iqamah, a shortened version of the call to prayer, which indicates the prayer itself is about to commence. Stand up and move so you are standing shoulder to shoulder with the attendees on your left and right, forming a straight line that faces the Qibla, or direction pointing to Mecca. Your shoulders, arms, or feet can be lightly touching others. Perform 2 cycles of the ritual prayer, or salah, following along with the imam. If you are not Muslim, ask someone where you can sit and observe the prayer. Generally, non-Muslims should not join in the prayer. Step 9. Shake hands. When the prayer is over, greet the people praying to either side of you, either by shaking their hands or saying, "May Allah accept your prayers," or simply by smiling. Step 10. Make a donation. Consider making a charitable donation contribution as you leave. Boxes for contributions are generally available near the exit. Did you know? Allah is the Arabic word for God. The use of the word Allah is not restricted to Muslims. Arabic-speaking Christians and Jews use Allah in prayer or when speaking about God.
Friday or Jummah is an important day of the week for Muslims. The literal meaning of Jummah is congregation. The day of Jummah has many religious significances and virtues associated with it. Importance of Jummah is stated in one of hadith of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In another hadith, the Holy Prophet said,
Yeah, this one of them times you gotta be watching. We the Post of the City, or the Post of the City on Facebook.
There is a complete surah in the Holy Quran, named after the day of Jummah. Allah says in the Holy Quran in these words, Friday is considered the most important days of the week, also known as the Master of the Week. Here are some facts about the day of Jummah. Hell is fired up during every day of the week except Friday, as a mark of honor and respect for the Friday. It is forbidden to fast on this day, unless one observes fast a day before or after it. Sins are expiated on this day. Holy Prophet said in a hadith, When walking to attend the Friday sermon, a Muslim gets the reward of fasting a full year. Listening to the khutbah or Friday sermon, before the Jummah prayer, is highly bounteous and obligatory for every Muslim. One should recite Surah Al-Kahf on this day. One should give charity on this day, because giving charity during this day is more virtuous than any other day. One should do good deeds on the virtuous day of Friday. Make lots of supplication on this blessing day of Friday, as Allah will surely grant them. But we must remember that Allah accepts those supplication which are best for us.
HittingHardRadio.com is Anything Goes Radio.
Yo, make sure you tune in 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on HittingHardRadio.com or the Post of the City page on Facebook, and catch out my main man, Sayer, on the Morning Shift Uncut. Then dope.
The Morning Shift MKE Uncut. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on HittingHardRadio.com. Real topics, real news, news you can use. You dig?